Shalom. I'm giving all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushai by Hashem. Bakar Kodash, Shalom to the 144,000, the rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. And I'm going to entitle this video, Zechariah chapter 2 is referring to the Israelites, the whole chapter. And I'm going to go on into it. So this is a video. And my second title is the power of raw organic garlic, because I just did my garlic regimen where I took, I think, 3 cloves of garlic, not bulbs. You got a bulb, then you break this broken up into cloves and cut them up, put them to the side for 10 minutes. You got to wait 10 minutes so the allicin can in other words, you eat them. You can eat them straight when you chop them up, but you let them sit for at least 10 minutes, even 15 minutes, and it releases the allicin. That's a healing power, and plus it's a sulfur, which is a healing power. It destroys, parasites, including, the C word. Anyway, so I'm going to go into that first. And then I'm going to go into Zechariah 2. Now right here, soldier of Yahweh, why Yahushai's Genesis failed. Genesis, Israelites. Genesis failed breakdown of Zechariah 2 verse 11. And many nations are talking about Israelites, and that's true. That whole chapter is about the Israelites. When you come down to the 10th, 11th verse, and it tells you how the other nations come in. Well, the first precept that popped into my head was Isaiah 14, 1 and 2. See, a lot of you guys get stuck on Isaiah 14 and 1, where it says, and the strangers shall be joined unto thee, and they shall cleave to the house of Israel. That's talking about Israelites coming in. The Most High woke up certain men to come into this thing to teach other men, like we came under the 7. So we as strangers joined to the 7, you know what I mean when I say the 7, the men that are over us, that taught us. And then when we went on YouTube, and you got guys watching YouTube and coming to the camp and joining the camp, that was at that particular time you were strangers, and you claved to us, because we were telling you that you were Israelites. So you then became Israelites. So when you go to Zechariah 2 and 11, it's not talking about the other nations. It's talking about Israelites. Because the elect is going to make it, and then the rest of Israel is going to come through us. The ones that die here in America, they're going to come back through us. You're going to have Israelites scattered throughout the whole planet Earth, and we're going to teach them that they're the Israelites, and we're going to have spiritual power. If they buck up against us, we're going to kill them. They're going to realize, well, I'm going to eat monkey meat, or I'm going to eat alligator meat, or I'm going to be a Roman Catholic. I was born a Roman Catholic, and I'm going to die a Roman Catholic. And we're going to say, okay, boom, goodbye, you're dead. Then when you come back, you're going to come back as a newborn baby, and you're going to be taught that you're an Israelite. Just like Han said in Enter the Dragon, like a child knowing only life. What is that? What did he mean by that? When you're a child, you breathe, you cry when you go to the bathroom on yourself. You cry when you're hungry. You cry when you're sick. And the instincts in the mother has to pick up on that and know, oh, he's hungry. Oh, he went to the bathroom on himself. Oh, he's sick. His fever's high. That's your motherly instincts. Anyway, if you don't get it, if you say I'm a Roman Catholic till I die, you're going to die being a Roman Catholic, but you're going to come back as an Israelite. So Zechariah 2 verse 11 is referring to the Israelites. So anyway, I said I was going to go into this. Let me do this. Show you how this devil gets down. Okay, I watched this, most of it, and I kept calling the bishop Ayathon, I tried to call Apostle Gabar, and it said leave a message. I want to leave a message. I want him to pick up. I don't know if he's doing a video or whatever the case may be. So I called Bishop Ayathon like 3, maybe even 4 times. Initially, I told him to watch this. I was watching it, and this is a Know the Ledger, which I subscribed to him. I've been watching this video, and this is his guest. I believe he was born in Ghana, but he's Jake all the way. He's Jake to the fullest. So his name is Heru Ofori Atta, the State of Health Affairs Melanin Mondays, right? So every Monday when the red pillar does his each day, I think it is a different day. So Mondays is known as Melanin Mondays. So when this guy was talking, everything he talked about, it was like, when you see a movie and you know what the scene is, and you tell, oh, this is gonna happen, and your girl said, oh, well, I didn't see the movie. You telling me what everything, and pretty much everything he said that he was gonna say when he was building up to it. I said, yeah, he's gonna say this, he's gonna say that. He said all those things. I know a lot about, herbs and certain plants and things. I'm not an expert. There's thousands of herbs and remedies out there that even doctors don't know. Doctors, medical doctors, MDs, are just getting into the power of, the herbs. The onions is good, garlic, these natural things. You eat the natural foods. That's in Genesis 1 verse 29. Matter of fact, I should go to that. Let me go to that. Because in the beginning, they didn't eat meat. Adam and them didn't eat meat. They started eating meat after Noah. After the ark landed on Mount Ararat in Turkey, you had scientists go to Mount Ararat, and they do have evidence that there's an ark there, a giant ark embedded into the mountains. So one of the laws that the Most High gave Noah was drain the blood out of the animal before you eat it, because they were eating animals. So let me go give you that in Genesis. Excuse me. Genesis 1:29. Genesis. And Jake gets sick because they don't have any healing knowledge, and they don't. And like I said, I did a video. Okay, here we go. And the powers, the angels led by the Messiah, and the powers said, or the Messiah said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed. That's why we don't eat anything seedless. Watermelons, I'm not going to eat that. And then even if you go to Whole Foods, it's seedless. So really, Whole Foods is crap anyway. They got the 360 whatever. They got their own brand. That should mostly come from China, which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree, and in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. So your meat is coming from the trees, from the ground. This is all I want. So Adam, even up into Noah, they didn't eat. They were vegetarians. Until the ark had landed, and the Most High said, okay, you can start eating meat. And remember, people say, oh, it's 2x2. No, it wasn't 2x2. It was 2x2 of the unclean animals and 7x7 of the clean animals. Why 7x7 of the clean animals? Because they were eating those animals when they landed. So let me do this. Yeah, Jay gets sick because they don't, they eat these foods that are contrary to the law. And your diet is just fucked up. Y'all don't want to study. Like I said, matter of fact, let me come back over here. Yeah, pretty much everything he said, I know everything he knows. He knows more than me. He knows a lot because he does it every day. But I'm not able to articulate it like he does because he does it every day. But if I was put on the spot, I can give you a lot of information. A lot of information. Everything he said, the herbs that he mentioned, the different things that he went through, I already knew about. But he knows more so. So now what the hell did I do? I put up a word. I went to Google and I asked a question and it said no, but then I read the first article and it said yes, but I forget what I did. But this is what I did before I started this video. I said, let me go over here. Or I believe I asked, is cancer a parasite? And they said no. I went to the first article and it said yes. In medical terms. And so I asked this question. Can raw garlic kill cancer? No. Raw garlic cannot cure or kill cancer in humans. That's all I gotta read. I think they even tell you right here. Let me see. And it should not be used as a substitute for conventional medical treatment. You get conventional medical treatment for cancer, you going in the hospital most of the 99% of the time, you coming out in the body bag. While laboratory and animal studies have shown that compounds in garlic have promising anti-cancer properties. So they're telling you no, but here they know. They do the studies and so forth. Evidence from human clinical trials, because they do tests. The doctors are doing tests on they're going the way of a natural path, right? Trials is mixed and insufficient to support its use as a treatment. Let me read that again. Evidence from human clinical trials is mixed, meaning some doctors stay with it, other doctors ain't with it. Go with the traditional stuff, which is you got allopathic, which is the medical. When you go to the doctor, the Western medicine is known as allopathic. What is it? Allopathic. What's the other thing? Homeopathic. I'm going to look that up. It said now it says how garlic affects cancer in laboratory settings. So when you read that, it's telling you this is what garlic does, inhibiting cancer cell growth. That's called your cancer growing or metastasizing, inducing cancer cells death, killing the cancer, which is called, the technical term is apoptosis. They can trigger programmed cell death, right? The cancers are cells, right? You break the cells up, specifically in cancer cells, without harming healthy ones. The healthy cells survive, the bad ones get killed, which works with your immune system. Blocking tumor growth. They may limit a tumor's ability to grow or metastasize new blood vessels, restricting its access to nutrients. Boosting immune response, meaning your immune system. Some garlic extracts have been shown to stimulate the activity of human cells that can fight against what? The C word. So they said no. I didn't even read this. It said pretty much the same thing. I read part of it. So anyway, you can watch this video. It's 3 hours plus long, as you can see. And I made a copy of it, so when I do my walk, I will listen to it from time to time. You listen to stuff like this over and over again, and you learn. You learn by repetitive. Somebody says something repetitively. You hear it, you hear it, you hear it, you hear it, you hear it. Then after a while, when you talk to somebody, you sound just like this brother right here. Like he said one thing, this was like 2 hours in. He had said there are 5 things you can take to reverse this. And there's another 5 things you can take to reverse that. And I said one of the things is garlic. And he said garlic is one of them. You know? Garlic is a hell of a drug. So anyway, you get a chance, watch this. And like I got mad because Jake is calling in. You had a sister. Let me see if I can find the sister. She knew her stuff too. She kind of knew what this brother knew. Is that her? I believe that's her. Give me a second, y'all. Yep. Aaliyah Hills. And she was putting in a lot of 2 cents, and she knows her shit too. So I got to give her Aaliyah Hills. Now Aaliyah, we would say in the Hebrew, that's Hebrew, but what is it? You say night. La'ayla or La'ayla. Give me a second. Let me look up the word night. Let's see what comes up. Okay, let me go to Genesis 1 and 5. I'm going to the Hebrew. Okay, la or la makes it night is feminine. Let me do this. La is feminine, is a night in the feminine sense. It's a feminine word. Okay, it says masculine noun. But la masculine noun, which means night, but la with the ha, the suffix makes it feminine. So her name would closely be Aliyah would be la, which is night in the feminine sense. Okay, so watch it, and like I said, you have people calling in not knowing what's going on. You guys got to study, man. Google will tell you a lot, and he went to Google and different sites. You know, he spoke about metformin. No Jake should be using metformin. What you do is, that's a diabetes. You know, they're gonna come after me now, but you change it. You change your diet, cut the carbs. Go as close to keto. Look up the keto diet, and exercise. Move your ass around. Get up in the morning like I do. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna be up 6, 7 in the morning. I'm gonna be doing my 45, 50-minute walk. Then I'm gonna hit the what do you call it? Resistance training. So that takes me to the walk and the resistance training. It takes me anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I'm exercising for like 2 hours. And I do supersets. I don't do what do you call it? I don't do presses and then rest. I go from presses to curls to back. I'll do 3 exercises back to back. Somewhat of a heavy weight, but a lot of reps. I don't believe in heavy weight with like 3 reps. That's to build bulk, muscle. I do it on more of a conditioning, strength and conditioning. So if I had a gym with a bag I can go to, I got to find another gym, boxing gym. All I got to do is go in there. I can do one thing: hit the bag for 45 minutes, 10 rounds or so, and I'm good. I do that for a month. I'm in tip-top shape. You know. So, anyway. So you get a chance, watch this. Okay, let me. So I did that. Can raw garlic, organic. Can raw garlic kill cancer? So I just read the information to you. Okay, so now let's come over here. Where am I? Okay, let's come over here. Zechariah 2. You know what I'm going to do? This is fair use. I'm going to let it play this way. Then I may stop and speak on it.
Chapter 2. I lifted up mine eyes again and looked, and behold, a man with a measuring line in his hand.
Give me a second here. The headline is God's favor to Zion. Yahweh's favor to the Israelites. It has nothing to do with the other nations.
And then said I, Whither goest thou? And he said unto me, To measure Jerusalem, to see what is the breadth thereof, and what is the length thereof.
To measure Jerusalem. It's not talking about the city. It's talking about the people. When you go to Revelation, let me see. Revelation. Should I open this up? Yeah, let me go to Revelation. Revelation 11. As soon as I heard measure Jerusalem, I thought of Revelation 11. And there was given me a reed like unto a rod, a measuring stick. And the angel stood, saying, Rise and measure the temple of the Most High, the temple of the Most High, the Israelites, and the altar, and them that worship there. And the altar represents us, the prophets. But the court which is without the temple, the outer court, leave out and measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentiles. These are the actual nations. And the holy city shall they tread underfoot 42 months. Who's going to tread underfoot 42 months? The natural Gentiles. Let's come back over here.
Behold, the angel that talked with me went forth, and another angel went out to meet him, and said unto him, Run, speak to this young man, saying, Jerusalem shall be inhabited as towns without walls, for the multitude of men and cattle therein. For
inhabited. Well, let me let it play.
Saith the Lord, will be unto her a wall of fire round about, and will be the glory.
That means in the kingdom, the Lord said, I'm going to be a wall of fire. Nothing can get in. Nothing can penetrate. So you got Bishop Nate talking about Gog and Magog is going to attack the Israelites, and then the Most High is going to have to come down and save us. Well, it says in Revelation 21 that this great spirit is going to dwell among men. So we're going to have in the midst of us the spirit of Yahweh and the spirit of Yahweh Shai.
Glory in the midst of her. Ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north. Say,
the land of the north, ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north. It's talking about Babylon, the Israelites in Babylon. That's why you don't have to go to Papua New Guinea and Nairobi, Kenya, and these different places, Pretoria, South Africa, or whatever the hell you go. No, the focus is on the Israelites, the hopeful elect in America. So we got the web, right?
If the Lord,
see, if a person says, "Oh, I want you to come out to my town and I want to have my family," well, first of all, if you're saying that, I know you're not one of the elect. Because you want that celebrity thing. You know, these guys come to visit and see. Look, the truth can be taught on the web. You don't gotta build no schools no more, man. You ever listen to the GMS, the brothers that came up 15, 16 years ago? They know everything. They know everything. They started with us, and the Spirit gave them even more information, man. We covered everything, but they cover everything too. And there's certain information or visions that other brothers that came up in this fold, and even sisters that have visions that I got to do a video on that, man. So you got this guy, Dr. Umar Johnson, he full of shit. Or I got to open up this school. Now he done took the school. And he needs 40,000. All that praise you did for them sisters, it's easy to get 40 sisters that get $1,000 and you good. Are they going to do that? $40 is nothing. $40 is nothing. So you kissing them sisters' asses, man. I don't kiss no sister's ass. Come on now.
I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heaven, saith the Lord.
What does that mean? Scattered. I can go to Deuteronomy 28:64, scattered to the other side of the earth, around the world. All I got to do is take that word scatter, do a word search on it, find all kinds of scriptures dealing with the word, how the Israelites were scattered throughout the whole planet, especially to the other end of the earth, the west. Right here, smack dab in the middle of Canada and Central and South America is America. That's where the focus is. That's why the truth came out of America. Didn't come out of Botswana. You know, it didn't come out of anywhere from Nigeria. What is it? Ghana, I think it is. I don't know Africa that well. I don't know those names. What's this? So there's many countries in Africa because it's a continent.
Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon.
What does it mean, deliver thyself? Are we going to deliver ourselves? No, we're going to be delivered. Revelation 11, Revelation 18:4. When it said, come up out of her, my people, that's an angel shouting, come up out of her. Who's going to come up out of her? The elect.
For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you, for he that...
The nations which spoiled you. Who the nations? All the nations that came up against us? Those are those nations that spoiled us. The number one nation that's spoiling us right now are the Edomites.
Toucheth you, toucheth the apple of his eye. For behold...
The Israelites are the apple of the Most High's eye. And it said you, as it's talking to one person. They're the Most High calling Israel, referring to them as a one person, one unit. He referred to Israelite as he, my son, his.
Behold, I will shake mine hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants, and ye shall know that the Lord of hosts hath sent me. Sing and rejoice, O daughter of Zion.
Because ultimately, the Most High is going to come and deliver us and deal with these other nations.
For lo, I come, and I will dwell in the midst of thee, saith the Lord, and many nations shall be joined to the Lord in that day.
Let me read. Let me come on back.
Of thee, saith the Lord, and many nations. For lo, I come, and I will dwell in the midst of thee. Shall know that the Lord of hosts hath sent me. Sing and rejoice, O daughter of Zion. For lo, I come, and I will dwell in the midst of thee, saith the Lord.
In the kingdom of heaven, He's going to dwell in the midst of thee.
Lord, and many nations shall be joined to the Lord in that.
The many nations that shall join unto the Lord are the rest of the Israelites. because the kingdom is going to be established when the missiles come. The ones that are beamed up and changed in a moment of a twinkling of an eye, that's the beginning of the kingdom. The kingdom is being established right now before the enemy's eyes. Psalm 50 and 16.
They and shall be my people, and I will dwell in the midst of thee, and thou shalt know that the
I will dwell in the midst of thee. Revelation 21. Read it.
Lord of hosts has sent me unto thee. And the Lord shall inherit Judah his portion in the Holy Land, and shall choose Jerusalem again. Be silent, O all flesh, before the Lord, for he is raised up out of his holy habitation. Chapter 3. And he shewed me Joshua the high.
That's the third chapter. Read the third chapter. So I didn't go to all these scriptures, but I mentioned them. I mentioned Revelation 11, Revelation 20, Revelation 18, verse 4. Revelation 20. So I really don't got to say no more. Sing and rejoice, O daughter of Zion. When are we going to start singing and rejoicing? When we get lifted up in the ships? Revelation 11, Revelation 18. I'm sorry, Revelation 18. It said, "Rejoice, ye apostles and holy prophets." Right? Let's go to that. So this right here, and many nations shall be joined to Yahweh. That first scripture comes to mind, Isaiah 14 and 1. The strangers shall be joined unto thee, and they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob. That's what it's talking about. And the Lord shall inherit Judah, his portion, or Yahweh his portion in the Holy Land, and shall choose Jerusalem, which means all of Israel, the whole kingdom. Why did it say Judah? Because Judah is the head tribe. Yahushua came out of Judah. King David came out of Judah. Solomon came out of Judah. Many great men came out of Judah. Judah is the head tribe. If Yahushua's father, Joseph, was a Levite, he couldn't be the Messiah. So you can understand John the Baptizer. They couldn't say. They asked him, "Are you the Messiah?" He said, "No," because he wasn't the Messiah. Why? Because his father was a Levite. The Messiah had to come out of Judah. And he had to not just come out of Judah, he had to come out of the direct line of King David on both his father's side and his mother's father, his mother's father's side, meaning Heli, the father of Mary. Because that line goes back to King David, even through Solomon, not through Nathan. The line started on Miriam's side. It started with Nathan, the son of David. But when you go to Matthew's 1, you read the genealogy. You go to Luke 3, you read the genealogies. They both mention not Zerubbabel. Zerubbabel. They both mention Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel. Hard for me to say that. So that lineup of David and Solomon comes back into play. But you got to read it slow. Luke the 3rd chapter, you got to read it nice and slow. And you can see how it went from the line of Nathan, one of David's sons, the brother of Solomon, and it went right back into the line of David and Solomon. So Miriam's father line goes directly back to David and Solomon. Joseph's line goes directly back to David and Solomon. So, anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom on to the next shalom.